Hello. In this video, we will see how to use the PowerProtect Data Manager UI to perform a centralized restore of an SAP HANA database. The centralized restore of an SAP HANA database is supported starting with PowerProtect Data Manager version 19.15. The SAP HANA centralized restore is applicable for both standalone database and multi-node database environments. When an SAP HANA database is backed up as part of a protection policy, you can recover it from backup using the centralized restore functionality in the PowerProtect Data Manager UI. You can restore and overwrite the original database, or you can restore the database to an alternate database on either the original host or an alternate host. For this demo, I have already integrated and registered the SAP HANA hosts with PowerProtect Data Manager. On the Application Agents page, we see that the SAP HANA hosts have been registered successfully. After they are successfully registered, the hosts are discovered on the Asset Sources page. And after the successful discovery of the asset sources, we see that the SAP HANA databases are discovered as assets on the Assets page. For this demo, we'll use a tenant database and a systemdb database for performing the centralized restore. I have set the asset level credentials for these databases, added them to the protection policy, and run a couple of backups for these databases. In the Restore section, we see the assets systemdb and test2 that have backup copies for performing the restore. First, let's perform a systemdb restore to the original location. To perform a centralized restore, select the asset and click Restore. On the Copy Selection page, select the backup copy. On the Locations page, it prompts us to restore to original or restore to alternate. For this systemdb restore, we choose Restore to Original. Note that you can restore to a standalone and multi-node database to an original database location. On the Configuration page, select any of the following options. Because I have set the asset level to credentials for systemdb, I choose Use the credentials that are set at the asset level or protection policy level. We can choose to restore to a recent state or use a specific backup, or choose a point in time depending on the requirement. For this demo, I choose Recent State. In the OS username section, enter the name of the operating system user that is associated with the target instance. We can set the stream count and provide the transaction log data path. We can optionally enable Clear Log Area, enable Ignore Delta Backups, check Access in File System, check Access in Backint, and enable Compressed Restore. We can also select Troubleshooting Mode to enable troubleshooting logging. When we are finished, we click Next. On the Summary page, we can review the information in the Copy Selection, Location, and Configuration areas to ensure that the restore details are correct. When we finished, we click Restore. As the restore operation starts, to monitor the restore progress, we click the View Details link to display the Protection Jobs page. Here we can see that the restore job is in progress. When we click the job ID to view the detailed step log details, we can see that the step called Moving the Data of Database systemdb from Protection Storage to the Target Database systemdb is in progress. Let's wait for the restore to complete. The restore is now successful. We'll go on to perform a restore of the tenant database to an alternate location. To start, we navigate to Restore, Assets, select the tenant database called Test2, and click Restore. Select the copy and click Next. On the Location page, select Restore to Alternate and choose the alternate database. Note that you can restore a standalone or multi-node database to an alternate database. For an alternate restore, note that the target SAP HANA host that is considered for the alternate host recovery must be registered to the same PowerProtect Data Manager server and must have an associated protection policy to proceed with the restore. On the Configuration page, select any of the following options. I have chosen Use the credentials that are set at the asset level or protection policy level. Restore to recent state. In the OS username field, enter the name of the operating system user that is associated with the target instance. We can set the stream count and provide the transaction log data path. Additionally, when restoring the tenant database, we have the option to stop the database before restoring. Enabling this option will cause the agent to stop the database before starting the restore process. Otherwise, we would need to manually stop the database. We can optionally enable clear log area, ignore Delta backups, check access in file system, check access in backint, and enable compressed restore. When we're finished, we click Next. On the summary page, we can review the information in the copy selection, location, and configuration areas to ensure that the restore details are correct. When we finished, we click Restore. As the restore operation starts, to monitor the restore progress, we click the View Details link to display the Protection Jobs page. We can see that the restore job is in progress. When we click the job ID to view the detailed step log details, we can see that the step moving the database test2 from protection storage to the target database test1 is in progress. Let's wait for the restore to complete. The restore is now successful. For more details about this topic, see our technical white paper, Dell PowerProtect Data Manager SAP HANA Agent Backup and Recovery. Thanks for watching.